Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Moments with Me, the show where I talk about my personal experiences and my life stories. All right, everyone, welcome back for another great episode. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk about the Super Bowl. I'm going to talk about my prediction for the Super Bowl and kind of how I felt about the playoffs and all that good stuff. Before I get into that, speaking of the Super Bowl, I have a commercial coming out on the Super Bowl. So make sure you guys are subscribed to my Heinrich Films channel, which I'll put the link for in the description below. So make sure you subscribe to that channel so you can check out that commercial. Also, I'll be releasing another short film on my Heinrich Films channel called My Date, which I'll be releasing on my birthday. So make sure you're ready for that. Go subscribe to my Heinrich Films channel, link in the description. And with all that being said, let's get straight into some football. All right, so first things first, let's talk about them playoffs because, wow, we had some great games. So many good games. I mean, you had the Bills versus the Broncos. You had the Seahawks versus the Rams. Like, you had so many good games this time around. And kind of some unexpected upsets too. Like for the Green Bay and Chicago game, it was really looking like the Packers were gonna win, and then sure enough, like I talked about in my football episode, I I was saying how they were comeback kings, and they came back in that game and won that round. I mean, even if they did lose to the Rams, you got to think they made it as far as they have. That's pretty impressive. And if you guys had listened to that football episode, you guys know that I was rooting for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And unfortunately, they didn't have the best game against the Texans. I was really hoping that they would break their playoff curse and, make it all the way, but they didn't do it. And that's all right. They're going to get a new coach, and hopefully next year they can come back stronger and maybe get much further this time around. And also, as a Chiefs fan, I got to say that the Bills fans, they have no excuse anymore. They have no excuse. They can't be like, "Oh, those darn Chiefs," because, well, we didn't beat them. The Broncos did. Which also, I got to bring this up too. I 100% think that the outcome of the Patriots Broncos game would have been different if Bo Nix was there. I still 100% believe that. And unfortunately, he did get that injury, and that definitely affected the Broncos offensively in that game. And I got to say, too, all the Patriots games, and I know I was saying the Patriots are back in the other episode, but man, all the Patriots games were so boring. They were so freaking boring. Like when they went up against the Chargers, they they dominated. When they went up against the Texans, it was a very uneventful game. Well, not uneventful, but it was, like good defense against good defense, which I guess is kind of entertaining, but it was still there were still both a doozy to watch. And then even the Broncos Patriots game, it was so freaking boring. Like I'm glad I honestly didn't watch the whole game because the final score ended up being 10-7. So that really went to show just kind of how boring that game was, but also I know the weather played a factor into that game. But even then I'm like the Broncos were playing at home. They should have been used to that weather. They should have been like, "Oh, this is just another day for us." I still don't understand that argument of, "Oh, if the weather wasn't bad." No. The Broncos should have been like ready for it. The Patriots I could have understood, but I'm like, you guys are playing at home. How do you lose in weather like that? I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I was really hoping for a Broncos Seahawks Super Bowl. I mean, I got half of what I wanted because now it's going to be the Patriots and the Seahawks rematch. And it's going to be a good game. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And it was funny because in my football episode, I did say that I think the Seahawks would go all the way to the Super Bowl, and then here they are in the Super Bowl. So pretty cool. I gotta say. But I guess my prediction of I don't know how far the Patriots will go was wrong because, well, they're back, they're in. Now, personally, who do I think is gonna win the Super Bowl? It's gotta be the Seahawks. Honestly, even with the NFC Championship game, I was thinking to myself, and I even told my dad this, whoever won that game is going to win the Super Bowl because both the Rams and the Seahawks are far better teams than the Patriots. And I think that the Seahawks are finally going to get their revenge on the Patriots and take home that Lombardi. Although I will say, I know the Patriots kind of know they're screwed, and I think that's why they changed their uniforms from the home jerseys to the away jerseys, even though they're the home team in the Super Bowl, because last time they wore the away jerseys, they won the Super Bowl. I think they're trying anything, but I still think that the Seahawks are going to win. Again, they're the better team, great offense, great defense. I really think that the Seahawks are going to win the Super Bowl. Plus, Gronk said that the Patriots were going to win the Super Bowl, and he's been wrong pretty much every time. So I have a strong feeling that the Seahawks are going to win. I mean, you got to think, they destroyed the 49ers in the playoffs. Destroyed them. And then they had that really exciting game against the Rams. So I also think that they earned it. They're the team that I want to win and I think should win. 100%. And I think they will win because they deserve it. They were definitely the best team of the year. It'd be cool to see Seattle win. But we'll see. We'll see. Overall, yeah, I'm excited for the Super Bowl. I think it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good game. I don't know if it'll be close. It might be another demolition like last year because you have a really good team with the Seahawks and then you have an okay team with the Patriots that somehow caked walked their way to the Super Bowl. So we'll see, but I really, really think it's going to be the Seahawks. Well, everyone, that's all the time that I have for this episode. So if you like this episode, please make sure you like and subscribe and comment who you think is going to win the Super Bowl. Is it going to be the Patriots or the Seahawks? Also, make sure on Super Bowl Sunday, you check out my Super Bowl commercial coming out on my Heinrich Films channel, link in the description, and also subscribe because then you can watch my short film, which will be coming out on my birthday, February 13th. So make sure you're subscribed to that channel for that. And I can't wait because my next episode is going to be my birthday episode and it's going to be the Q&A episode. So I can't wait for that. And make sure you guys comment any questions that you have for me for that episode. With all that being said, I'll talk to you guys next time.